Welcome back to the Gallagher Shots YouTube channel. An unbelievable game. Oh, sorry, just gonna... Whoo, there we go. Feels even better after 2 weeks, or 2 games anyway, where everyone lost their heads saying the players were on the beach. Evidently not. No. Rafa's Friday Night Mags with a brilliant win against an in-form Leicester City. Brendan Rodgers playing that lovely possession-style football, but that doesn't win you games, does it? Goals like that from Jose Perez win your games, and that is 1-0 that we beat them. Safety all but confirmed. These are the player ratings from the King Power Stadium with me, Emil. Oh, isn't this lovely? We can smile again. Martin Dubravka, first of all, please do get well soon after Richie nearly broke his back. Despite Leicester's efforts and dominance, you know, he was rarely bothered in this game. Cool-headed. When he did have to make the saves, there was 2 in particular, certainly in the first half, Chilwell and Barnes having a crack. He dealt with it, and certainly in that last little assault on the goal that Leicester had, he held it together. 9 for Dubravka. Manquillo got off to a bit of a shaky start. He struggled with that Leicester tempo, I think. They were very fast moving, players sneaking in behind like Maddison, but he made some outstanding challenges. This was one of Manquillo's better games. Not really much that he did going forward, but he blocked everything that he faced. He formed a bit of a nice little duo with Cher on that side, and yeah, decent. There was a slight moment where it could have been a Yedlin moment where he took down Tielemans in the box, but luckily the referee missed it, and even then it was quite tame, but you can't really take risks on that one. For those reasons alone, Manquillo gets an 8, but a very good game. Lascelles, great leadership from the back. He looked to be fine without Lejeune, which I was worried about. He pushed the team forward. There were times where Lascelles was clearing balls from Leicester, and he was on the halfway line at the time. He was heading it back, he was kicking it back over, sending the attackers forwards. You could say we played quite defensively and sat back, but to be honest, we looked good going forward, and it came from the defenders. There was some strong headers that he made to clear. There was great challenges, including one on Vardy, which I loved. Lascelles, top game from the captain, 9. Cher, impeccable display. What a display from this man. For the value that we got him at, his value is now just, what, tripled probably by now. Most effective defender on the pitch, that's from both sides. Some brilliant interceptions. Like I say, he formed a wall with Manquillo on that side to stop them getting in, particularly in the second half. He even broke through Leicester with that signature move that he does where he likes to go towards the box, and it was almost nearly a goal. Cher, I just loved it, and I loved the fact that he had to go at Maguire, because sod Maguire. 10 for Cher. Dummett, he went about his business with class as usual, blocked everything, clearances and runs. He got the ball up the field constantly, and he even followed up a lot of Leicester's clearances by swinging the balls back into the box. He teamed up with Rondon. And I think even then, Dummett still managed to have quite a quiet game. Like I say, he just went about it almost as if it was just a daily routine. Perfect. Dummett gets a 9 for this one. Richie, sublime game. Consistent. He was passionate as ever. Right up to the finish as well, slapping Dubravka on the back. I haven't stopped watching that video so much. His defending was superb at times. Let's just get onto the attack in a second, but Richie's defence, he was running at the Leicester players. If he saw a dead ball or a ball that was at their feet, he just flew in, and it worked wonders. And then about going forward, well, he was going down that wing, he was working with Almiron. There was a few bits where you think, well, he should have passed here and there, and a few crosses which didn't quite make it, but the one cross that mattered was the one that he fed into Perez. Brilliant ball, Perez connected to it nicely, and Richie gets a 10. Key, much improved in this game. I know we've seen some dodgy performances of late, but he seemed a little bit cut out at first. I was worried that Leicester were going to do the thing like other teams have done, where they cut around the middle two of Key and Hayden, but he got into the game, and there was maybe one questionable corner where it didn't even make it past the first man. It didn't even go above the first man, and there were some slower moments, including the bit where he got his silly card. It could have been a dangerous free kick. Luckily, Maddison didn't do much with it, but some great link-up play with the defenders. I liked his little touches that he was doing when we were going forward. This was in the first half. It was just dealing with things, and he eventually got into that moment where him and Hayden were bossing that centre of the park. 8 for Key. Diarme came on. It was only a short period of time, but He played his part in that late defence. He was flying in with challenges, and he held it together. It was obviously very good that Key, being on his yellow card, that he went off. Hayden, he was similar to Key. Now, like I say, slowish start, but he got better and better and better. One of our fine performances from him, and I think it was a bit like Dummett, really. Hayden almost just went about the game and didn't do anything special, but he just dealt with everything that was thrown at him. He challenged Leicester, kept them out, and again, he bossed the centre, especially when it came to Tielemans. I think some challenges that he made there were perfect, cut them right out of the game, and almost fought fire with fire, something that we maybe would have liked to have seen in the games against Palace, against Arsenal, where the centre two were cut out of the game completely. Yeah, 9 for Hayden. Almiron, can someone please give him a goal? It's like a lad going through his hormones, and he's just desperate to pull anything. Honestly, hungriest we've seen him in this game. Desperate to get that goal, like I say. He tackled anything that moved. Leicester got the ball away. Almiron chased it, and he almost won it every time. He was running down that line every time he could. He was getting into the box. He was picking up balls that flew to him. Him, Rondon and Perez had a brilliant game. I think the three of them combined were just excellent in this game, which is why you'll see they're all getting the ratings that they do. His build-up play with Perez was great going forward. Richie as well, unbelievable. We've finally seen a bit of a partnership between them. And it was just a shame that he just couldn't get the goal. Just didn't come to him. But Almiron went off. I'll give him a 10. He was exceptional. I think that, we've got a real diamond there. Atsu came on, didn't have as much luck, but I think that was mainly due to the fact that Leicester were keeping us busy at the other end. By then, we weren't really shoving the balls in as much. Atsu didn't have that much. But, he got the ball and he got tackled a bit too easily for me, but I don't think it really matters at the end of the day. Perez, the main man of the match, just perfect. Great game to sum up his work rate, and I think sums up his season, really. What we know now is that Perez loves playing away from home against Leicester. Some of his dribbles, incredible. He worked with Rondon, he worked with Almiron. Those three at the minute are just brilliant when they get into that mode, when they get into that flow that we were seeing. Full flow for Perez in this game. He made interceptions to keep them out as well. The stats are on there for you online. Just you cannot fault him really in this game. And he just scored a delightful header to get past Schmeichel. Really nice goal, like I say, Richie's ball that went in. He just connected with it, and he loves those little headers, doesn't he? 10 for Perez. Quite frankly, he deserves that well and truly. Rondon as well, terrific, flawless game really. And it was a shame that he didn't get a goal. I think it was just crying out for a goal from Rondon really, this one. He was up alone, but it didn't really matter. He held up the ball, and that gave a chance for Almiron, Perez, even Richie to run past him. Dummett at times even got a chance to get past Rondon and run ahead, but that's the player that we've got there. He doesn't just score your goals in the games that it matters. He does a bit of everything, and we saw it as well. Defensive duty was in full force at the back. He came flying in to stop Leicester, basically, before they got a shot away. I think it was towards the end of the second half. It was around the 87th minute. He just flew in, but Rondon working with the defenders like that, can you ask for much more than him? The free kick going in would, of course, been the icing on the cake. I know it came before Perez's goal, but that was just kind of a situation where you thought, look, we're going into this game, we don't think we're going to get anything, and off it goes, off the crossbar. It would have been brilliant, because I just would have loved to have seen Schmeichel's face. Never mind, his dad's Peter. 10 for Rondon. Amazing all round. The perfect response that you would expect from Newcastle United after a really hard one to take against Palace and an abysmal display against Arsenal the other week. But you know what? What a game! What a testament for the fans as well. The away fans that you can still hear right now if you listen very closely all the way from Leicester. We look good tonight, and that is one of the best performances I think that we've had all season. I know that the possession doesn't speak wonders for Newcastle, but we're 10 points clear of relegation, and let's hope that this time we can move forward. We're safe now. Contracts to be discussed, players that need to stay. But that's our weekend wrapped up. We can relax really while the other teams fight it out. Keep your eyes on Burnley and Cardiff, of course. I don't think we're going to be that troubled now, but what's next? Is it Southampton next? I think we can safely say that if we win that, then that is us sorted for this season. And everything you can expect from the Gallagher Shots YouTube channel coming soon in the next few days. The podcast will be brilliant, full of joy, with the quote that we all want to say. I'm not going to say it because it's not my place to say it, but we won, you know. That's all I'll say. I'm from Durham, I'm allowed to say that. That's it from me. Away the lads. Just gonna... There we go, that's it. And that's all I can do. Right.